Bunch of tomatoes, isn't it?
Hey guys, welcome back to STA Farms, and today is finally the day we're gonna get our garden planted. So come on, let's get it done. All right guys, so you can see our garden spot is tilled up right here. We hooked up to the tiller not last night but the night before, and we went ahead and got it tilled up and got it ready. We planned on putting seed and plants in the ground yesterday, but thank you. We planned on putting seed and plants in the ground yesterday, but we had some things come up and just didn't get time to get to it, so therefore we're doing it today.
I don't want it to buzz around in it. If you buzz around in my ear, guess what happens?
What?
It'll make diarrhea and it will eat my food in my stomach.
Uh-huh.
It'll go towards me.
So as we're walking down here to finish the tomatoes, you might be asking, what is that line or that twine in your garden? That's how we keep our rows straight. So we try to keep our rows as straight as we can. It just makes it easier to till and to hoe out and to just keep things, straight and looking good. So what Brandy's doing is she's putting the tomatoes, she's burying them as deep as she can so they'll still stand upright. And she's putting them up against the string. And then after we get through planting that row, we'll remove the string and that gives us a straight row. We like to keep our rows about 2 feet apart, so we'll measure over 2 feet on each end of the garden and drive a stake, and then we run the string the whole length of the garden, and then that gives our row to be a straight line. Because even though you wouldn't think it's too hard to keep in a straight row, it can be, especially if your rows are very long. And if you just start barely getting off, well then by the time you get to the other end, you're going to have a pretty crooked row. But that's how we keep our rows nice and straight, and that's what that string is for.
All right, so we've got 2 rows of tomatoes planted today. We got 1 full row of Ruckers, and then this row right here is a half a row of Golden Jubilee, and then some miscellaneous. So in our miscellaneous tomatoes, we have a couple of the black Krim. All of the tomatoes that we're planting are heirlooms, so we've got a couple of black Krim. We got one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a white tomato. And then I've got 2 or 3 of the Mr. Stripeys planted here. I got some purple Cherokees. And then on down here, we have some Brandywine. I think after working in the dirt a little bit, we've decided we're going to hold off on planting anything else. And Aaron is going to come back through with the tiller and go over the garden one more time. At least one more, maybe 2 more times. All right, guys, so it is the next day, and we are back in the garden. Aaron tinkered with the tiller. He got the garden area tilled up more. It looks really, really good. It's super soft. I'll show you. It is super fluffy. So excited about that. It's going to be easier to work in. Now Aaron is putting a few more tomatoes in the ground.
Yeah, we got what we call our miscellaneous tomatoes. We got 2 cherry tomatoes and then another black Krim. And I tell you one thing, where I reset that tiller, it is a lot better.
All right, so with this row that Aaron started and put a few potatoes. I don't know why I keep wanting to say potatoes. He put a few tomatoes at the other end of this row. So right now we're starting at this end, and we are going to be doing our sweet potatoes. I guess that's why I said potatoes, sweet potatoes.
Yeah, so these are Beauregard sweet potatoes. Now, me and Brandy both love a good sweet potato. Of course, butter and brown sugar and marshmallow cream. I'll tell you what, you can make a meal off just that. But the Beauregard.
This is leaking something.
What?
This is leaking something.
Probably just moisture.
No?
Probably just water.
But the Beauregard is supposed to be a good variety that grows well in our area. As we've said on our other videos, we wanted to do more heirloom varieties. And Beauregard is one of those. I don't know if it's considered heirloom, but it's an old variety of sweet potato. So I'm just planting these. The slips are looking really good. Hopefully they stay looking like this. I'm just planting these about a foot apart in really loose, worked up soil. As Brandy said earlier, I figured out that our tiller that goes on the tractor has an adjustment to where you can cause it to till deeper. And I changed that and noticed it's doing a lot better.
Yep.
So we'll finish getting these in the ground and then we'll bring you back.
All right, so this row we've got sweet potatoes. We got some peppers. What is that, 6 pepper plants?
Yes, 6 peppers.
All right, and then
They were the emerald green,
emerald, yeah.
I think. Yeah. Yep. And then we decided just to fill this in with more tomatoes. And it is 4 Jubilees, Golden Jubilees, and then going to be 4 Mr. Stripey, and that'll have this row filled out.
Yep.
So when it starts growing and we wonder what kind it is, we can refer back to this video, Brandy. Golden Jubilee, Mr. Stripey, Black Cream, and then 2 cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes, all right.
Love you.
All right, so we got all the tomatoes planted. Now we're on our next row, and Aaron's coming through making me a trench. And I'm gonna come in and drop in half runner green beans. We're gonna have a whole row of green beans. You see how I'm dropping them? Our next row end up being corn.
6.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm planting corn seed. We have Incredible, which is a sweet corn.
Oh, the hose were out. Where were all the hose out?
All right, so we got our corn done. We did 2 half rows of corn, and then we'll come back in a couple of weeks and we'll finish out the 2 rows with more corn. That way it's not all coming in at the same time. It's kind of a staggered harvest. Now what we have left is some squash seeds or squash plants.
We can actually do both since they'll come up.
Yes. We got plants and seeds, and that'll give us a staggered harvest as well. And then we've got a couple of cabbage plants we're going to put in.
Yeah. So real quick, want to mention the reason we did 2 half rows of corn instead of just 1 full row of corn is because in a small area like this, it does better as far as pollination if you do it in like blocks. So that's why we did 2 half rows instead of 1 long row with the wind pollination, hoping that helps as far as our ears. So
we originally wanted to do 3 rows, but we kind of ran out of garden space. So it is what it is, and we're going to settle with 2.
okay. Okay guys, so what I'm planting now is, I don't know if Brandon showed it yet, but we got 4 hills of cabbage, and now we're gonna have 3 hills of squash. And then after we do the 3 hills of squash, we will do
Watermelon.
however many hills Brandon wants to of the seed. So,
Probably 2 hills of the seed.
So
Then I'm going to plant this. Then I'm going to plant this. Bobby.
okay guys, so we have our 2 hills made here. Now we're gonna plant our squash. All right, right here in this hole, let's plant 2 in there, and we can pull up one if it doesn't come up.
Pumpkins?
If it comes up. No, these are squash. Put them right here in the hole.
1, 2.
Good job. All right, now we'll cover them up
Belly.
like that. Now,
Do you have 2?
yep, plant 2 in that hill right there.
See that hoe?
1, 2.
Good job.
I should drop 2.
You did? Yep, good job. Okay, now we'll cover it up like that and wait for it to sprout. And our thought process with doing it like this, we hadn't intended on buying any squash plants, but I sent him at the feed mill for $2. And normally what we would do is we would plant the seed, then wait 2 weeks and plant the seed again. But basically, it's probably at least 2 weeks, if not more. Yeah, between them. So that's why we're going ahead and planting the seed. So hopefully when these have run their course, these will be coming up.
All right.
All right.
You gonna help me?
Yeah.
All right. I'll drop it and you cover it dirt.
So what
You
kind of
Can I
what
cover
are,
it
you,
with
what are we
steak?
planting here?
Now I was going to.
Okay, you can get this one. So we have national pickling cucumbers, and these will only get about yay big. They're the little pickle type kind.
All right, you gonna help Nanny?
Now I'm going to stay by you.
All right, Nanny will do it.
Baby.
Love you.
I'm dropping about 2 seeds per heel. All right, guys, so that's got our garden planted. We got everything that we intended to plant in the ground. So we've got 2 rows of tomatoes. We've got half a row of sweet potatoes with some peppers, and then we finished out the row in more tomatoes. We've got a row of green beans, half runner green beans. We got 2 half rows of sweet corn, the incredible. And then over here we have some cabbage and some squash and some pickling cucumbers planted. I went through and watered the plants, give them a little drink since it's so dry here. And then I've also got the fence put up to keep our chickens and hopefully the deer out of the garden. So, guys, this video has kind of been all over the place, but we want to thank you for following along. If you made it this far, and if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.